Somebody had to hold this down, right?
I know, right? I know. So, all right. So look, y'all. Boston came in Miami and stayed alive. Tomo stayed
Yeah.
alive. We always, we gotta find somebody to blame. So before we blame somebody, we got this clip for y'all real quick.
Jimmy, it's only one loss, obviously, but is there any concern on your part that this could start to build momentum on the Boston side of things?
No. If anything, it'll build momentum for us, knowing that we have to play with a lot more energy. And, we got to play like our backs are against the wall. But I think all year long we've been better and aware to do things the hard way.
Tomo, I know you. That was a crazy answer, right? Why? Who was the biggest reason why? What was the biggest reason why Miami lost that game and didn't close it out?
Man, you see the title, man. They had to find some inspiration. That's what it was. It's like, man, it's been too easy for Miami for some reason. They felt like it was too easy. Also, the last game, Celtics really just packed it up. They literally just packed it up. They didn't even try to come back after Miami got that lead. And then some people woke up, man. First things first, I want to say shout out to the Toon Squad, for winning that game against the Monstars. They gave the Celtics their powers back. Jason Tatum with an elimination game, you want to come out there and drop 30 all of a sudden. You want to look like a player. And my rants, I can't keep coming on here enough, man, talking about the inconsistency, the ups and downs, the highs, the lows. And they showed up. They was like, man, look, if we're going to go out, we're not going to go out without a fight, at least. And that's what happened last night. And part of me also thinks just a little bit how petty Jimmy Butler is. He's like, I don't want to close out in Miami. I want to close out in Boston. I want to hold the championship up on your court. And he might do the timeout again. You never know. But yeah, I think it was just more so Miami was just playing with their food when they're not known for doing that, and they're gonna bounce back. Also, whoever is Jimmy's fashion, whoever his stylist is, that's the biggest reason they lost. Did you see that outfit? What's going on, man?
All right, look. So look, I'm not blaming nobody on Miami Heat on why they lost. They lost because the Celtics are just a better team. They are better than Miami Heat. Point blank.
Last night?
Point blank. Huh?
Only last night.
Period. They're a better team. They're a better team. Now, Miami has been winning because Miami has been showing more fight. Miami been more physical. Miami is better coach. But you look at the rosters, Boston is better. If I get Miami's best and Boston's best, Boston wiping the floor of Miami.
Stop the cap.
I'm serious. If I get Butler's best, and if I get Butler at his best, Tatum at his best, give me Tatum. All right? But the problem is the inconsistency of Tatum. Tatum almost tried to get the game away. Tatum was timid once again, throughout this game. But everybody else in that roster showed up. Everybody else was playing hard, except for Tatum. Not saying playing hard, but looking like Tatum was looking like he wasn't relaxed yet. And then once Tatum got that first three hit, came down, put the second three, it was a wrap. I knew it was over. I even put in the chat and said, it's over, Teddy. Tatum, no, I know these Celtics. I'm like, Teddy's over. Tatum is comfortable. When Tatum plays well, Tomo, the Celtics normally win.
That's
and
true.
when they lose, you can look at the game like, man, Tatum ain't show up. That's what happens most of the time. That's how good they are. It's normally led by Tatum. So they've been shooting terrible from three the whole series for real. They shot 40% yesterday. And the big reason for that is because they defense. Yesterday they had 10 turnovers. Miami yesterday had 15. Miami was taking care of the ball throughout the whole series. But in the second half, I didn't look at the second half numbers, but most of these turnovers definitely came in the second half. When Miami made their little runs, Boston never panicked. Boston stayed the course. They kept moving the ball around. They weren't taking quick shots down the court. They did it a few times, Jaylen Brown. But with ball movement, like Mazzulla keep telling them, move the ball, drive and kick, find an open man, they're going to be good. Grant Williams, everybody mad about what he did at Butler. I understand. I like Grant Williams because he brings physicality to the game.
Facts.
And Grant Williams is never rattled for real. He never rattled unless you put him at the free throw line down by one, and he's going to say he's going to make both of them. That's the only time he might be rattled. But outside of that, Grant Williams is not rattled. He's gonna be here. And he showed that poise yesterday. All right. So shout out to him. Another thing, Tomo, Caleb Martin. This dude playing unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like I said, I don't have the halftime stats or that stuff. Caleb, there you go. Look, they're gonna say that you haven't like all right.
It's like
Caleb
perfect
Martin,
timing.
I don't know how much he had in the first half, but he had a lot of points in the first half. And then in the second half, he disappeared. Bam also didn't play well yesterday either. So I think the Celtics, man, I mean, we won't get to that, but they just better than Miami. Miami, I mean, I'm not gonna look at nobody and be like, they didn't play well. This Boston just turned out the heat, and they won the game. That's why they won.
See, we agree there, and the whole league knows this, and I think Miami knows this as well.
Mm-hmm.
But like we said, it's that will you show up every night? The fact that a team falls into the same category as these players, Anthony Davis, James Harden, Embiid, like teams shouldn't fall into these under that same umbrella. Leave it to the players, and it's just upsetting.
Wow, that's a good point.
when you
just said,
yeah, when you see a team with this much potential, just go inconsistent on a night in and maybe every other night basis. It makes you want to come on the show and start talking like Teddy, man. Boston, man. Gosh, these guys. And
it's
then
Tatum, man.
But he has help. So I don't know if we said this on the show or maybe if this was said in the NBA chat where they were like, when Boston wins and Jaylen Brown has a good game, it's like, they like, Jaylen Brown, he could do it without Tatum. He can do this. But when they lose and Jaylen Brown don't show up, no one is on his back. They're more like, man, well, Tatum got to show up. Tatum got to do this.
Mm-hmm.
No, if we're both the face of this franchise, more so Tatum being he has a step up. But if we're both the face of this franchise, if I'm having a bad night, help me out. That's why Denver's looking so good. Joker wasn't going off when Murray dropped 30 in the first half, and then he tapered off in the second. Who picked it up? Joker, and it's a slinky. It goes back and forth. If I'm off, then you do that. Then you handle that. But for some reason, it's like, oh, well, you're not playing good. I'm not gonna play good. What?
Even yesterday, Brown had 17 points. Yeah. But he was 7 for 16. That's not bad, but it's not great either. But I get you.
1 from 5 from 3.
Like, 1 from 5 from 3. Yeah. But how many turnovers? Yeah, he only had 1 turnover. But Tatum had 33. Tatum got hot in that second half, man. He just started turning it up. And he had 7 assists. They was moving the ball really good. Jaylen Brown had 4 assists. But Marcus Smart been terrible. Marcus Smart been terrible this whole playoff series. But once that defense got ignited, it ignited Marcus Smart because he's a defensive guy. And that's how you know this man hitting threes. My man was 3 from 9 from three-point line. He had 3 threes in a row, I think. So, you know, everything about defense, but I'm 100% with you with Brown. Brown needs to be held more accountable. He wants to get a super max like he's a superstar. Well, you got to be held accountable like a superstar. He got to show up too because he been no show this whole series too. And he could have played better yesterday, I thought. But I thought his aggression was there, though, early on. I didn't see the aggression from Tatum. You know, that's my thing with Tatum. Tatum, like Brown be aggressive. He just, you know, see, when Brown is off, it's a difference from when Tatum is off. Tatum is just not being aggressive. I'm okay with you going 1 for 15 if you're being aggressive, but now you're not taking a field goal in the fourth quarter. You know,
that's true.
You know, like that's what my thing is with him. But look, Kevin, so Marcus Smart had 15 carries for 65 yards.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.